It's a new day, guys. Stan has fixed his detector. Look at that. We got some fittings, some copper.
3/4 inch copper. Slice it open. Splice her together. Good as new.
Good morning, guys. Unfrequented world, and we are back on the Colonial honey hole. And we're just going to dig a 3x3 square, and we're going to start going down. We're not even using the detectors. We're going to do a bit of screening, a bit of pinpointing here, and just see what we can find that's deeper than the detectors will go. Stan's got a back issue, so he's just here to supervise. Musket ball. First find of the day?
Yeah, freestyle, pistol ball.
Nice. Good start.
Yeah.
There's proof as to how addicting this hobby is. Stan was just saying, I can't dig because my back's too sore. He didn't bring his detector. And he comes and grabs my shovel, and away he goes. He's digging. Look at this, guys. It almost got away from me. It's so tiny. That is an old iron needle. So that's why we're doing this, guys, with the pinpointers and digging the hole, is you would never find that little tiny needle and things like that with the detectors. They're very small to begin with, and secondly, there's so much stuff here that would be masked out. So little treasures, that's what we're going to find today. Hey, I found the tip of that needle. It took me 10 minutes. Okay, so I think I got a couple different approaches going here. There's my slow inch at a time excavation, and then we got the madman over here.
The burrower.
We've also got the GoPro 6 here, guys. Gonna use that today, do a bit of testing with it, see how it looks.
Oh, there he goes again. Oh, fuck. Sammy, that's hard on my back.
Okay, there's an old button, guys. We got some debate here whether how old it is, but I mean it's corroded right down to nothing. I think it's old. John says not so old, but because of the style, but
I think you're dreaming. Third base.
I was like, oh my God, look what I got. There's a cool old hinge, bud. That's totally.
yeah, that is Colonial for sure. Look at the intricacy on that.
I wonder.
Okay, John, find the box that this came off. What are you working on, John?
A little bit of everything.
I think you're in a good spot.
Head that way.
That's where I'm going now.
Starting to drizzle a little bit, so John's gonna put up a tarp. And back to my excavation here, we're down to the nice red soil, and once we're at that level, there's no more artifacts. They're all on top of that, so time to start cutting a path this way, I guess. So I'm just gonna show you guys this, and a lot of you are gonna say, no, it's nothing, but this rock, somebody carried this and wore this smooth. We just pulled this out of the hole here beside a piece of copper strapping, and this does not belong here at all. There's nothing else like this here. This is a river stone, and it is so smooth. Somebody has worn that, you know, maybe walking with it, rubbing it. Definitely an out of place rock. Stan said he wants the good luck rock, and I said, you know, that guy probably died of scurvy that carried that. It really, in the end, wasn't probably that good of luck.
No, that's unbelievable.
And every time somebody finds something even remotely interesting, Stan finds that his back doesn't hurt so bad anymore. Oh, a button! And the next thing I know,
To stop myself.
he's up here in the hole again. So what do you call your archaeological method here, John?
Just dig.
Was this the Parsons method?
He's not getting down.
Start in the middle and root around like a pig for truffles. I think that's what we got going.
Yeah,
I found your needle.
Did you
And
find?
look, Gary, mine is complete.
Yeah, always, I know, eh? Got a nice button here. So there's with a good brushing. Look at that, guys. That Stan believes, and I think he's right.
No, it's early 1700s.
Early 1700s.
That's a fact. Drilled shank. One piece.
Yeah. Look at that shank.
It's cast and drilled.
Okay, I'm trying to show you guys. John found this round copper. There's nothing on the back. So, I mean, I don't know if this was the top of a button or what it was, but there's writing. And I could read it there. You can very, very vaguely see I-E-T-T-A. Okay, Stan actually found something here on the last outing, and he left it because, I'll show you with my pointer. If I can go down to the ground here. It's not down here in the ground. It's actually in this root. So it's not down here. It's up here. We're going to cut it out of there and see what it is. Oh.
It's out.
It's out.
Beer cap.
You gotta be kidding me. Colonial mystery solved. Beer cap. Okay, so here we got what could be part of a locking mechanism. We found a hinge earlier. And this, I mean, it could be a hook, like a hook lock system. It's not broken, this piece. So that's what it could be. That's what we've surmised it to be. A little latch of some kind. You lazy dog, you.
Look at that homely look. Isn't that big brown eyes? Oh, baby.
Awesome. Thank you.
So I spent the last half hour walking around trying to find good signals. It's not happening, so I'm gonna have to do it. Get down in the truffle pit with John, I think. There's a tip off of an old colonial knife, guys. We've found 4 of them on this site now. Okay, don't know what this is. John just found it. But look at this. There is, I'm not crazy, a piece of gold in the top of this. Was this gold plated at one point? You guys can see it. That shining thing right there is a piece of gold. I can see it with my eyes. As plain as day, gold. Oh, there's a better angle, guys. But I mean, that's gold. Don't tell me colonials weren't worried about their teeth. Scurvy was a big thing, and you know, this dental pick here. I don't know what this is, but
You need any teeth fixed?
yeah, come here, Stan. Let's try this. 300 years and still as good as new. So Stan's got another 1800 flat button here. A plain Jane button.
But old. An old plain Jane.
So what I'm trying to figure out is the GoPro 6 better while walking, better in light changing from light to dark, which is what we're doing now, walking in sunlight, and is the audio any better? Those are the things I'm trying to upgrade with this camera, and $500 and some later, we'll find out tonight when I get home and throw it all on the computer. Does this GoPro make my nose look big? Ah, clay pipe.
I knew it. Yes.
Okay, I found a piece of this earlier, and Stan and I couldn't figure out what it was. So we've got 2 pieces of clay pipe here. Okay, so there's the piece that I found earlier, and we didn't know what it was. We couldn't figure out what it was until John just found this one. And look at this, it's got a stamp on the bottom, TI. And if you look at my piece, it's the end piece right here, the exact same as that. Right there, and right there. And to go along with the rest of the pipe, there's the stem. Part of it, anyway. As you can see, it's round, button-shaped, but it's not a button. It's got something else on the back here. I'm going to clean this up. The Colonial guys would have been proud. I actually used their 300-year-old needle to clean up a cufflink. That's what it is, guys. An old Colonial cufflink. Stan found a couple of these on the site prior to this. I found one that was hand painted in an earlier video, but this one's kind of plain, but that is really cool. It's like a little half, you would think it was a button. And there is something that was broken off the inside back. Could be a button. But, not sure. So just to show you guys, the last hour I've been walking around with the machine. And we're on 19 kilohertz. And it's just banging out all the little signals, making them really nice and loud and easy to find. So the 19 kilohertz was how I picked up the cufflink and that little round thing. And all kinds of little nails and stuff that we've missed in other modes. So, still playing with and learning the machine.
A nail, a nail, a nail. Another nail.
Regardless of what we find, this is a beautiful site here.
Yeah, it looks like it was on something. Appears to be just steel.
Yeah.
Okay, Stan's got something fancy, he says.
Huh?
Oh, yes.
That's 17th century.
Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Huh.
Nothing on the reverse. It was obviously a decoration on something.
Stan, I got gummies stuck in my teeth. I need to borrow your toothbrush. Okay guys, quick roundup today. We have a ton of Colonial treasure, and that's exactly what all of this is. So we've got smiley face, really cool button that John found, the cufflink beside it, all kinds of musket balls, pistol balls, half cap that we don't know what it is, bunch of needles that we found, copper strapping, some kind of clamp here, or sorry, holding piece. Pipes, these are all pipe pieces. We even found the piece that goes on the end of John's there. We figured out what this piece is here too. John, if you want to grab the end of that. It's a knife. So this would be where the wooden handle goes, and that was the blade that folded over on that end. Then we had the really cool old hinge here. The locking mechanism. And then these were all the little bits that just had to be pulled out of the way to clean up the site. So that's a full day's work right there, guys. All kinds of Colonial stuff. And I almost forgot, guys, we had some pottery, old glass, steel bits that were actually engraved, and just a couple rocks that looked like they were out of place.
Hot rocks.
So. Alright guys, Unfrequented World signing off for the day. Just wanted to thank everybody for joining us, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Samsung S9 walking test.